Hey guys, I thought I would give you a quick update on the mobile home that we've been converting for the past 7 months. Most of it I've been filming, some of it I haven't. So here's a quick update for you. So we got the fireplace that I got a smoking deal for on Facebook Marketplace, $200, retails at $4,000. Got the flue hooked up, kind of a cool story. These two pieces of chimney pipe plus the exit pipe piece was $700 new. Shocking. I went to get a bracket welded for a job that I'm doing down the road, and the guy said to me, I'll turn around, the guy, we were talking about metal and how expensive it is, and said, yeah, I've been trying to buy this flue pipe, and literally my next stop was to go and buy this $700 pieces of pipe. And he goes, I just took out a propane stove. Go out the back and take a look. And sure enough, the three exact pieces I need, he sold me for $100. So that's a cool story. So that's good. And I framed all this in, which was actually a lot of work. These are going to be little cubbies with lights, all the back framing that had to go on in there to get those drywalled. I've started putting insulation back, which is a big step forward. All of the low voltage and 110 voltage is wired. All of the plumbing is done. I need to test all this plumbing before I close everything up. So that's all done. Put another window in the bathroom. I think you guys saw that already. And then really exciting today, we hooked up, I had electricians here. This is the old panel, moved it. We hooked up the solar panels and the batteries, which are beneath here. And we've got a green light, which is a good sign. And this is working. So we have power. I haven't yet used the power. I'm having him come tomorrow, the electrician, just to run me through everything and make sure I don't fry myself. But really exciting to have solar power at this end of the farm where we don't have to be running huge extension cords. So that's the update. So next steps will be just finalizing electrical, finalizing insulation, then vapor barriering this whole thing, which will be, I need Tara to help me there, and then booking the drywallers. And that is going to be a huge step forward. So, oh, and I got to sheathe the floor with new plywood. So yeah, little update. Oh, and I ordered the windows. Another thing, ordered all the windows, so those will go in, get the plastic out, and it'll really start to take shape. Unfortunately, that was a wasp nest. Hate to do it, but yeah, they started just ripping out of there and out, so had to nuke them, unfortunately. Didn't get stung though. So half of it's up, and the other half, then it'll overlap a good ways because it's more than half. But I'm not going to cut the plastic, I don't think. Guys, I got a confession to make. I'm on this lifelong project, which I've talked a lot about on this channel, about my productivity addiction, dysfunction, and I'm unraveling it. I'm trying to unravel it. It's sometimes I figure I made it, and other times I'm like way off base. And you know, the balance between work and recreation, work and family, constant anxiety and sick feeling in my lower stomach, meaning, you know, when I'm doing a menial, like say I'm going to the bank to do some banking for my company, it doesn't feel like productive, and so I feel anxious doing that. And I found my escape, my addiction, my heroin is physical labor, and there's a beautiful side to the physical labor. Not like heroin has all bad. It's like, you know, but that you produce things and your family gets ahead because you build structures, you sell them for a higher price, and all these types of things. I'll give you an example. I insulated this whole place. There was a pile of insulation up here, and I was just dying to get rid of it. And so I hastily moved through the installation process and then vapor buried it, all the while knowing that I was cutting corners with the insulation. Like, what you're not supposed to do with insulation is squish it in like this. You see how it's squished in? It's supposed to sit full depth. It's supposed to softly fit in there and fully, anywhere where it's squished. If this was an inspected job, that would fail. And I knew. And I went and put the vapor barrier on top. You can see it all over the place. And it was just niggling me, and this voice in my head says, you do it properly. So now I've had to tear the vapor barrier off, which means it's covered in holes, which means I now have to tuck tape over it. I should have just done it right the first time. But this out of breath kind of like energy that was pushing me to just get something done. It's going to feel good at the end of the day to have all that insulation off the floor, when I should have just taken 2 days overdoing it instead of one. Taken my time, done it right. Now I'm doing it twice, and it's costing me as well. Just crazy. And I'm sure lots of you out there struggle with this same thing. It's a constant battle for me. You know, I do work fairly well, but sometimes I cut corners because I'm just in such a rush. I don't want to go to the store and get the right part. I'll make the wrong part fit, and invariably you end up spending money 2 or 3 times more. Sometimes it works in your favor. You just get a job done really fast and everyone's like, wow. But a lot of times it blows up in your face, and this one blew up in my face. So I'm just being honest with my failings and my shortcomings. And if you're in the same fight, peace and love to you, man, or girl, woman. It's a struggle, and the world doesn't recognize this overachievement. They don't recognize it as a problem. And it's a tough battle because there's not much help out there. So hang in there, everybody.